Dear gross-looking coffee, I let you sit for a little while too long, and now you've gone all gross. See, the problem is I put the creamer in the milk in, or the creamer in the milk, the creamer and the sugar in, and now it's really cold, and it's been sitting here.
The problem is that you're drinking coffee, and coffee is gross. I'm sorry.
It's so good, though. It's so good.
I disagree.
Well,
Coffee. Well,
you're allowed to have your own
A lot of people like coffee. I can't deny that.
Well,
but I don't drink coffee. I don't like coffee. It's just something about me. Now you know. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea. I don't like a lot of beverages. It's weird. I also don't drink alcohol. Not much.
And now you know more about Jon-Michael Booth. That's what you get. I have a question for you, and it's actually a good segue from the coffee, but it's something I wanted to talk to the vlog about, something I'm going to ask you. And
I love questions, Jimmy. I'm proud to answer any questions you ask.
Good.
Well, we'll see.
Good. That's a very inappropriate question.
Okay.
It's about making love. No.
About 16 inches.
That's right. Wow. That's how far your foot is from the floor right now.
That's right. It's exactly what I was talking about.
That's good. Really?
No.
Anyways, so I heard this on the radio today, and it got me thinking, and I've always wanted to know people's opinions on this. Let's say, I think it's roll up the rim time at Tim Hortons, like segue from the coffee.
Yeah.
I think it's roll up the rim time at Tim Hortons, and what
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
With the coffee. And
now you get it. Now you get it.
The rim.
Just before when I was like, I'm going to shoot this coffee. Actually,
I get it now.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's good. See, I'm smarter than you think. Yeah. Moving on. Let's say it's roll up the rim time. For any Americans that don't know what roll up the rim is, basically you drink your coffee and then you roll up like the rim of the paper cup, and then underneath the lip of it, it tells you if you won something. You can win like a car, or you can win money, or free donuts and free coffees and stuff like that.
It's also important to note that Tim Hortons does this once a year.
Yeah.
And it's a big deal in Canada. For whatever reason,
yeah.
Everybody in Canada, whether you drink coffee or not, knows when it's roll up the rim time.
Yeah.
It's just one of those random things.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly. So here's my question for you. Okay. If I bought you a coffee, okay, if we were there and you actually drank coffee, which we now know you don't.
Yeah.
It's a non-alcoholic coffee, obviously, and there's no.
You could buy the hot chocolate, and I think hot chocolate.
It does.
You can get it in a roll up the rim cup.
Yeah,
right,
you really can. So I bought you a hot chocolate, okay, and we're both.
You're gonna buy me a hot chocolate?
No,
that
I don't have any money.
That's a great question.
That's a great question. Look, so we're there, and I buy you a hot chocolate, and I buy me a coffee, and I say I'll get it this time, and I pay for it, and you take the cups back, and you finish your hot chocolate, you roll up the rim, and you win $100,000. Okay.
Sweet.
Where does that money go? Who gets that $100,000?
That's a good question. I understand why there would be a question and why there would be a concern, but my answer is actually pretty simple. You bought the coffee this time. I could have just as easily bought my own coffee. I could have just as easily have been the one to buy the coffees. The money's mine. My coffee, my money. I would probably give you something for your troubles because you bought me the coffee. Hey, thanks.
Probably buy me another coffee.
I'll tell you what, coffee's on me next time.
Yeah, for the rest of time.
Yeah. I would probably buy you a lot of coffees, and I'd probably give you something. I don't think I would give you like half of the money. I don't think I'd give you $50,000 or something if it was $100,000.
See, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would split the money.
That's pretty nice of you. I'm not that nice. I wouldn't do that. I think I'm a pretty nice guy, but when it comes down to it, I think I could argue semantics all day long and be like, listen, you happen to say, hey, I'll buy you a coffee this time, and I'd be like, okay, but if you had not bought me a coffee, I still would have bought my own coffee. I still would have got that prize. That's my money, because I think most people would do that. Okay. I mean, it's probably a jerk thing to do, but to be honest with you, I don't know. That's just me.
For me, I know that if I were to buy someone lottery tickets for their birthday or as a present or something, those that would go to that person. That's their tickets.
Absolutely.
But when it comes to prizes and stuff, I would be so torn that if you bought me a coffee and I won, I'd be like, well, I have to split this. Like I'm obligated to split it. So
I'm not saying I wouldn't be torn, and I might be in the vlog coming off very cold and.
I don't think you're coming. I think it's just.
But I think honestly, I think it would tear me up inside, but I would still keep the money.
Well, that is actually honesty.
I would be sad.
Well, I'd be sad.
I processed it very quick. That's all. Can't you see how hurting I am inside about this whole decision?
Totally. So what would you do? What would you do if you bought a coffee for someone, or what would you do if they bought a coffee for you and you won a prize, or even not a coffee, even if it's a Wendy's cup, McDonald's cup, something where you win a prize? Do you share it? Do you keep it? Do you give it totally to them? Like there's three big options here. I guess there's more options because you give them a portion and be like, well, I'll give them a third because 1/3's mine, 1/3's theirs, and then the other third is kind of in limbo, and I get that too. It's like don't even know where you get those numbers from.
I will definitely give you a ride in my Lamborghini.
Thank you. $100,000 is buying you a whole Lamborghini? I don't know where you're shopping.
Maybe a quarter of a Lamborghini.
I'll take you for a ride to this one place where we can both look at a Lamborghini.
We can test drive a Lamborghini for 15 minutes.
Good for you. Anyways, that's all for today. Clap your thumbs if you believe. All kinds of extra love for you. Go ahead.
Oh, phone smash.